Hello and welcome to our March episode of A Pleasant View.
We hear that there's a pot of gold waiting somewhere for us to find, but in order to get there, we have a lot of fun adventures to get through first.
In our episode today, we are going to be doing a fun, creative craft project. We also have some nutrition tips and lessons, Irish step dancing, and a whole lot more.
Are you ready to help us find the pot of gold at the end of this rainbow? Let's go!
I hear the sounds of a beautiful melody off in the distance. I think it might be Sandrine from the East Longmeadow High School. Let's go listen.
Hello, I am Sandrine Alvidor, and this is Bach's Minuet number 2.
That was so beautiful.
That was beautiful. And do you know what?
What?
This month is National Nutrition Month.
National Nutrition Month?
Yes.
I did know that. And you know who's here with us today to give us some exciting tips on how we can stay healthy?
You tell me.
Lynn Fioravanti and Shayna Petit.
Hi, it's Lynn Fioravanti again, Regional Wellness Coordinator for Scantic Valley Regional Health Trust. I'm here today because it's National Nutrition Month. Every March we celebrate National Nutrition Month. That's the Academy for Nutrition and Dietetics. This year's theme is Personalize Your Plate. And they've divided it into 4 weeks this year. So the first week is eat a variety of foods every day. The key tips they want you to take away: choose healthy foods from all food groups. So as a reminder, whole grains instead of refined white grains. So choose brown rice, farro, quinoa, other whole grains instead of white rice, white pasta. There's certainly lots of new pastas on the market made from lentils, made from chickpeas that you can try. So mix it up a little bit. Fruits and vegetables, excuse me. Most Americans don't eat enough fruits and vegetables every day. So every time you have an opportunity to eat a fruit or a vegetable, take it. Your body will thank you for it. Dairy foods, choose low-fat or fat-free milk. Limit the amount of full-fat ice cream, full-fat cheeses that you eat. It has a lot of saturated fat. And in terms of calcium, when you eat more fruits and vegetables like leafy greens, excuse me, broccoli, they have calcium as well. So you can get it that way. Proteins, limiting the amount of, there's my cat in the background, limiting the amount of red meat, processed meats that you eat, and include more fish, which has omega-3 fatty acids, and white meat, chicken, turkey, which is leaner than red meats. Hydrate healthfully. This is my pet peeve. If you drink lots of beverages with fructose, high fructose corn syrup or corn syrup, try other things. Our bodies are not meant to take in these beverages with corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup. It damages our liver and can actually cause non-alcoholic fatty liver. So try plain water, water that has been infused with fruits, lemon water, lime water, strawberry, whatever you like, seltzer water, teas, coffee with no added sugar, or add your own sugar. It would be better than corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup. Read nutrition fact labels to see what's in your foods, and avoid distractions while eating, and take time to enjoy your food. Those are the key takeaways from the first week of National Nutrition Month. Take good care.
Oh my gosh, that looks so yummy.
Where do we go next on our map?
Well, from here we're going to Casson Academy of Irish Dance.
That sounds like so much fun.
I know, right?
Let's go.
Hi there, my name is Maura Casson McCarthy, and I am the owner and director of Casson Academy of Irish Dance. We are pleased to be involved in this week's episode celebrating Irish culture and heritage, and my dancers have prepared a dance piece to a song by the group Great Big Sea, and the song is named Ordinary Day. I hope you enjoy it.
I've got a smile on my face and I've got four walls around me. I've got the sun in the sky, all the water surround me. Oh, you know, yeah, I'm in now, sometimes I lose. I've been battered, but I never lose. It's not so bad. And I say, hey, hey, it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. Gina sings out the corner, what keeps her from dying? Let them say what they want, she won't stop trying. Oh, you know, she might stumble if they push her out. She might fall, but she'll never lie down. It's not so bad. And I say, hey, hey, it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
I thought I'd tell you a little bit about Irish dance. Traditionally, hundreds of years ago, Irish dance was done in social gatherings to celebrate things like the beginning of spring or the harvest season. And now, Irish dance has morphed from a social dance in groups of people to still that in some cases, but a solo and competitive dance form that is throughout the world. There are dancers in obviously Ireland and North America, as well as Australia, and there are dance schools even in Mexico and China and South Africa, and many places in between. Dancers are focused on the traditional footwork as well as the music, and it is both athletic and artistic at the same time.
Woo! This dancing is just as much fun as my spinning. Woo! Be sure to check out the Pleasant View Senior Center newsletter and our Facebook page to always stay on top of the fun and exciting programs and events we have here.
All of this dancing is making me hungry. I heard that Big Y offers nutritional advice from a registered dietitian.
They do, and here to share the programs that they offer is Shayna, Andrea, and Carrie.
Hi there, my name's Shayna Petit, and I'm a dietetic intern at the University of St. Joseph. And today I have the pleasure of talking to two Big Y registered dietitians, Andrea and Carrie. And today we're just going to kind of talk a little bit more about what a dietitian does and kind of what at Big Y, and then what services the community can utilize through them so they can have information. So Carrie, do you want to start us off talking about what a registered dietitian at Big Y does?
Yep, absolutely. So at Big Y, we have the Living Well, Eating Smart program, and we started the program the summer of 2005, really to be a filter for our customers for all the information that they hear in the media and even on food packaging about nutrition, and help decipher that information and really give grounded, evidence-based recommendations. So our team does a lot behind the scenes, as well as we tend to go out in the community and teach and do media and write newspaper columns. But we also do a lot of publications at Big Y. So we write for our magazine, we write for our website, and just really making sure our customers are getting tools to make healthy decisions for them at point of purchase or from their house when they're reading about nutrition.
That's great. Thank you. Do you think it's a little more challenging now that people aren't going into the grocery store as much and kind of doing more online stuff, or do you think that's about the same?
Well, we have shifted, and Andrea is really the arm of our support center team that works with that team, so she can definitely fill you in on what we've changed.
Great. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think it definitely has changed things. I think it's changed our education. So maybe we're talking about, you're not going into the store every day. Here's how to plan for maybe a week or two of grocery shopping. In addition, we've transitioned from offering in-store services like store tours and event tables where we can taste products together to virtual, so online services. So we work with 3 contract dietitians who offer a variety of topics every month, anything from diabetes to plant-based eating to Mediterranean diet to heart health. We really offer a wide variety of offerings for every person's needs. So, we really encourage people go to bigY.com, check out our Living Well Eating Smart Get Social area, and take a look at all of our classes because they are free offerings.
That's great. And I saw you have some cooking with kids offerings as well too. So someday when everyone's vaccinated and can see their grandchildren again, that might be a good option.
We do. And we are experimenting with some adult cooking classes too. So we do have one scheduled for March, and we hope to expand on that in the future as well.
That's great. Wonderful. Well, thank you. And so going to bigY.com and the Living Well Eating Smart section will get people where they need to go. And then if they had a specific question, so let's say, they're at home and maybe just kind of a more general question than attending one of the classes, how would they be able to utilize your help?
So customers can always reach us at livingwell@bigY.com. You can email us. We're always here to answer your questions. We also offer free 15-minute virtual conversations with a registered dietitian. So on that same website, you can go on. Jackie, and Kathy offer these services again for free. You can just schedule an appointment with them and then have either a phone call or a video conference similar to this, and really kind of have your general nutrition questions answered.
That's great. All right, wonderful. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to me. I know it's a little tricky that we can't all be hanging out together, but I appreciate you doing it remotely at least. So thank you.
I think we're getting closer to gold.
I think you're right. But you know what? First, we have to do a craft with Reagan.
Hello and happy St. Patrick's Day. My name is Reagan Siddick, and today we are going to be doing a St. Patrick's Day sponge painting craft. So this is what we are going to be making today. It is a big canvas with some green sponge painting with a big clover in the middle. So before we get started, I'm going to review at the end how to do this, but before we get started, you're going to need some supplies. So what you are going to need is a stencil. You can download one free online. And then you are also going to need sponges. We just found a sponge at Michael's or a craft store, probably even the dollar store, and we just cut it up into 6 little pieces. And then you are going to need shades of green paint. We found some also at Michael's. Then we put it in the little painting palette. And you are going to need a canvas. A canvas, you can do a big canvas or a smaller canvas, whichever works for you. And next we are going to need tape because we are going to be taping the stencil to the canvas for later. And then you are also going to need wipes. That's very important for cleanup. And then also you can use a pencil if you want to trace the stencil instead of taping it. And also you are going to need a paint palette or a plate. And finally, you are going to need some scissors to cut out your stencil. I have mine pre-cut out just because. And if you download one online, you're gonna have to cut it out. So let's get started. So first, we are going to be taping our stencil. I'm taping mine. You can use a pencil and trace it, whichever one works for you. And if you're taping this, the way that I'm going to be taping it is I'm just going to create a little loop with the tape. Because if I just do it like that, then you won't be able to see any paint there, which will be bad, and it won't look really cool. So I'm just flipping over the stencil and putting this down. I'm using a diagonal pattern so I can fit more, but you can do vertical or horizontal. There we go. Now that my tape is down, I just made a little X on there if you can see that. I'm just going to place my stencil on my canvas, and so it stays put. Next, we are going to start the painting. So I'm going to be starting with a sponge brush so I can get the middle of that done, so we don't have to do that at the end and struggle. So I'm just going to dip my brush into whatever color green. I'm just going to choose the dirty green just because.
But you can use a sponge also.
Yeah, and you can use a sponge by itself. I'm just using this for the little middle pieces. So now you're just going to start painting. And it doesn't matter if you get it on the stencil because this, you're going to take off the stencil. It doesn't really matter. And you can also, if you can spread it on, then you can use a sponge brush to put it over that.
Do you put a lot of paint or just a little bit?
You put a little bit of paint because let me show you what happens. I'm going to do it on this right here. Let me show you what happens if you use a lot of paint. Not that cool.
It won't dry.
Yeah, and it won't dry really quick. So that's why you're going to use a little bit of paint. So if I grab a lot of paint, I just spread it around with my finger a bit. And so then you're going to dab it on. Whatever color you want. And you can do as much of that color as you want. And then you can switch to a different color.
Like your thumb video, right?
Yes, it's just like the Valentine's Day video I did before. Almost exactly the same.
Except for we're using sponges.
Yeah. Just put it there. Yeah. So after time, your canvas will start to look fuller and fuller until you will cover the whole canvas and you'll be able to peel off the stencil you put, and then you'll reveal your creation, which is going to be this. So I'm going to paint, so now we are going to review the supplies and steps. So the supplies.
Steps.
So the steps, sorry. The steps are gather supplies, cut out a clover stencil, tape stencil to canvas, sponge paint around the stencil until canvas is covered, remove the stencil. This is optional. You can fill in the clover with a different color, not green because you won't be able to tell that it's a clover there. You can fill it in with maybe red or black or blue.
Glitter,
gold, silver, whatever you want. And so next and then that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed doing this craft with your friends and family. Bye!
an Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.
We found it! Yay! Woo! We hope you had as much fun as we did finding the gold today.
And join us next month as we celebrate our volunteers.
Goodbye. Thanks for joining us.
Happy St. Patrick's Day!